Hello my lovely people, welcome back. My name is Viry for those of you who are new here. So this video is a little bit more of a video for myself to keep myself accountable throughout the month because it is the middle of the month, it's the middle of June, and I still have these many books I have to read for the month. Well, I don't have to, but I would like to read for the month, partly because I was reading Outlander and that took a lot longer than expected, but we can talk a little bit more about that later. Now I just want to be able to get back into reading. I feel like I have been falling out of that groove where I just get sucked into books. It might just be because it's nice and sunny outside and I just want to be more social and stuff like that, but on times when my social battery is drained and I just need a moment with my book, I want to try to get back into reading. So I wanted to set a little bit of a challenge for myself, and that is to see how much I can read today and tomorrow. I'm not counting what I already read this morning. I'm just going to count it from afternoon till tomorrow evening. We are going to be starting off with Here for the Cake, which is one of the Kindle reads I picked up. After reading Outlander, I needed something cute and fluffy and something that I would just be able to process a lot easier because that was such a heavy read towards the end. And again, I'll talk a little bit about this later because I do want this to be a bit of a check-in of what I've been reading lately. I am about 44% through Here for the Cake, and that is where we're going to be starting off for lunch. I have a feeling I might be finishing that book, if not today, then early tomorrow, and I wanted to see what else we're going to pick from here. So here we are, a little cozy short reading vlog with a small check-in on what I've been reading lately.
Staring at the tapestry above the bed you gave me. I still haven't washed my sheets, 'cause I still smell you in the bed you used to rest your head on. How the hell am I supposed to sleep? Can we?
Only one bed trope. Let's count off the tropes. Fake dating, one bed, sort of second chance, sort of, not really, but kind of.
Change like the seasons. I wanna make her better, wipe the makeup from her face. I wish I hadn't met her, I wish I didn't wanna stay.
So I'm gonna make this short, sweet, and quick. I read Daisy Jones and the Six, but that was literally the first book I read for June. Because it's not necessarily fresh in my mind, I'm just going to skip over that and talk about that in my reading wrap instead. And I'll talk about Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. This book, she's thick. She's thick. It was one of the books I got at the library sale, and it took me almost a whole week to finish, which if you're new to my channel, I read pretty dang fast. The fact that it took me almost a week to get through was just crazy. It is really dense and very descriptive without actually being boring. There's a lot of historical information that for a history buff, they probably would really enjoy. However, I'm not a history buff and I did terrible in history, ironically enough, but I really did enjoy it. The dialogue is also another thing that takes a little bit of a while to kind of get the hang of. At times when there was long dialogue and I could not keep up, I would put on the audiobook to listen to it because I just had a hard time following sometimes. In general, the book itself was just so good. The show kept pretty close to the material, which was great. I love that. And the reason why I say it's a heavy read is because towards the end, a lot of heavy stuff happens, a lot of abuse. It's something that I kind of forgot that happened in the show, and because it's in a written format, I feel like it goes even into not necessarily more description, but the length of all of this abuse feels a lot longer because, again, written format, it's a book. If it's not clear enough, please look at any content warning, any trigger warnings. I believe it starts in part 7, Sanctuary. So if you know what I'm talking about, you understand. It starts way before that, but this part specifically is just where it gets really deep. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with Outlander. This is one of my most recent reads, and yes, I've only read 2 books for June. By now I would have at least read 3. Now jumping on to Here for the Cake, as I mentioned earlier, I was 44% through. Now I'm at 60% through. Here for the Cake is a cute little rom-com. I remember seeing this on Instagram. There was just one quote. I can say it right now because it doesn't spoil too much. We all know it's going to be fake dating. Paisley, the main character, asks the bartender brother who she knew previously to pretend to be her boyfriend and say something a boyfriend would say. And it says, "Paisley, baby, get off the phone. I'm done sharing you." There was a lot more context given, but essentially this is a fake dating scenario. It's cute, rom-com, usual tropes. And here's the kicker: the reason why he is pretending to be her boyfriend is because her sister's getting married to Paisley's ex. And on top of that, Paisley is the maid of honor. Only in romance books. I mean, I don't know, maybe this does happen in real life, but only in romance books. Definitely enjoying the story. It's very lighthearted and bouncy right now, and it's very summery. But my goal is to finish it today so we can pick up another book tomorrow. We'll see if we get through that. That's kind of the little chatty portion of this video. I think the rest of it is just going to be kind of like reading vlog clips, last minute thoughts of what I thought about this book if I finish it. Hopefully picking up another book in this video. Let's see. Okay, I have my well-rested tea here. I mostly got it because it has spearmint and I'm kind of bloated from what I ate today. Getting cozy with my tea and my Kindle. I've got like 2 hours left in this book. My goal is to finish it tonight because I definitely feel like I can finish it within 2 hours. Might finish it a little bit sooner, but we'll see. I didn't think I was gonna speak this morning, so excuse my voice. This might be too early to tell, but I think I might just love this book. They're explaining the gods. That's all I know, that's all I've read. They just talked about the goddess of air, and now we're talking about the god of fire. Ignos was the gluten for Claude. The god of fire feasted on her, consumed her, loved her so much he could not breathe without her. I love the personification of these elements and how they play with each other. Really quick, I was going to go until the evening time, but in reality, all I'm going to do is just read more of this book. I'm just gonna cut the video here, keep it short. I just wanted to give my final thoughts about Here for the Cake, When the Moon Hatched, and just overall this challenge. So as y'all saw, I did finish Here for the Cake yesterday. Just what I needed, something sweet, summery. It felt kind of unique because the male main character, Klein, he didn't feel like the usual male characters where they're confident, they have this like strong persona to them. Our male main character was more fidgety, was very self-conscious, was kind of overthinking everything, and it just felt kind of like refreshing. I feel like that's also pretty realistic. Yeah, I think overall it was a good story, cute romance. I think for now I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Perfect palate cleanser, and I really wanted to read a fantasy next, and I had the option of, what was it, Fearless or When the Moon Hatched, and I obviously picked When the Moon Hatched because this is so intimidating, and I think that's why I keep pushing it off, and because I am in the mood for a fantasy, I want to read this. So far, TBR, I already know. Oh, I hope I don't speak too soon. I know I'm going to really enjoy the story just because of the world building. The prologue, when they explain how their world came to be, I already knew I was in it. There's so much world building. It's heavy on it and I love it, and it's confusing and I don't know half the time what they're talking about, so I'm slowly getting used to it. I don't know much of what the book is about yet. I am in chapter 4 right now. We just introduced the character, we introduced what she's doing, we understand the background of this world, kind of like where the trouble will rise and all that stuff, but I don't exactly know where the story is leading yet. I'm very excited to keep reading and keep discovering to see what this is about. Like I mentioned, this is going to be a short, quick, little easy reading vlog. This was supposed to be a day in the life of a fantasy character, but I forgot to vlog that day, which is when I went to the Renaissance Fair and I dressed up as a fantasy character. I'm kind of sad I didn't get to do that video, and because I'm not doing it anymore, I had to improvise, and here we are with the reading vlog, so I hope you all don't mind. But anyway, I think that's all for this video. Let me know what you are all reading in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already and you would like to, please subscribe. I usually make book content, and lately I've been doing a little bit more lifestyle vlogs. I think my next video actually is going to be another vlog, just kind of switching it up a little bit for you all. I won't stop making book content, I promise. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, happy reading, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!